Good morning, everybody. I'm meteorologist Ted Schmidt. Behind the scenes here at KTTC studios, Fox 47 studios for that matter, we are talking about intense heat today and then intense thunderstorms. A lot of times those go hand in hand. This time certainly that is the case. A lot of heat building in to the area ahead of an approaching cold front. Looks like we're going to be seeing heat index levels well into the 90s today. Already it's 78 degrees and it's just a couple minutes after 9 o'clock this morning. So it's a warm one. That's really warm for this time of the morning. I consider the average high for this time of the year 74. Early June can be a little like July at times, but this one definitely on the toasty side, and humidity is going to ramp up as well moving along through the day. There's a nice little breeze, 13 miles per hour. That will help a little bit today, but looks like definitely a warm one. And we'll then, after about 5 o'clock or so, as you'll see in our forecast, that's when we start talking about severe weather chances. But right now, beautiful sunshine. That's our quality group camera from CC Heights. Tons of sunshine outside. We're on our way to about 92 for high temperature. It's not a record. Today's record is, let's see here, look at the list here, 94, 1934. So not quite a record, but not too far from it. I do think before we get there, we would likely see some thunderstorms that will probably cool things off. But looking at some thunderstorms later on with an approaching cold front, and after that front moves through, then we're not talking 90s for the rest of the week. So if you're hoping for something a little more even keel, and not quite the intense 90s, we have good news for you. And severe weather a concern later today, but beyond that, not too many rain chances in the coming days. Here's some sunshine with our camera downtown. Temperatures right now close to 80 degrees across the board. Austin 81, Rochester 78. It's already 81 in Winona and Charles City, Iowa, 77 degrees. So looking out the window for the studio here, 78, dew point 64. Every time I check that, it goes a little higher. And now at this point, 78 degrees, I think it's the lowest threshold to be able to calculate a heat index. We actually can calculate heat index. It feels like 80. So just a subtle change. I mean, you'll notice that more when you start seeing like 90s and the heat index is, the dew point's well in the 70s or around 80. Then you get that huge disparity between the temperature and the heat index. Right now, just a little warmer. 92, the expected. I'm looking at some thunderstorms after about 5 o'clock, and strong storms possible through the evening. The time frame, for the most part, the severe weather threat about 5 p.m. until about midnight. Watching some thunderstorms already going to our northwest. Those are associated with a cold front that is approaching from the northwest. That will trigger some storms late in the day. There we go. Enhanced risk of severe weather. That is the third tier on the scale here. Look at the scale here from the Storm Prediction Center's outlooks. Enhanced is the third tier. That is to say we have pretty strong probability of certainly large hail. That right now, maybe the biggest threat overall is the system may bring some pretty sizable hail and some damaging wind gusts. That certainly is a strong possibility. Isolated tornadoes, to a lesser degree, that's a concern. Not to say it's not. It just is. This is not as much a tornado environment as far as the wind profiles are concerned. But we are still certainly going to be on the lookout for that. And heavy rainfall also a concern. Severe weather risk tomorrow. It's all south of us. A cold front moved through. We have high pressure for tomorrow and a quiet day. And another system comes in late Thursday. Will be the marginal risk of severe weather. So maybe a handful of storms late in the day after about 5 o'clock may become strong to severe on Thursday. Then beyond that, looks like the rest of the week is pretty quiet. Here's future track. At 5 o'clock, maybe 6 o'clock, definitely start seeing some strong storms come in. There's a possibility that could be delayed until even 7. So right now, the computer modeling, trying to determine how this is going to develop. Anywhere between 5 to 7, I think, will be the onset of these, and then we'll see them move through about midnight, and the activity then kind of winding down. So heat index levels, 95 to 100. Severe storms this evening, and then a quieter Wednesday, and maybe a couple of strong storms late Thursday. But here's that outlook of the cold front coming in. Future track looking at the thunderstorms erupting between 5 and 7, holding on through about midnight. Large hail, damaging winds, the biggest concern. So yeah, keep it tuned here. We're going to be talking about it. Severe weather risk on social media. Also on air in KTTC and Fox 47 all afternoon and evening. Right now, behind that front, high pressure comes in tomorrow. Kind of a still a warm day, but not as humid. Dew points today approach 70. Tomorrow they'll be in the mid-50s. So really comfortable for this time of the year, just a little on the warm side. And then heading into Thursday, some storms during northwest will come in for the tail end of the day. So for today, look for 92 in Rochester, Austin 95, Mason City 95. It'll feel like it's about 95 to 100. Heat index levels approaching 100 in the area. Sharp drop off of those temperatures after about 5 or 6 because we have rain coming in. That's going to cool the atmosphere. Then a cold front moves through, so we'll see temperatures continue to drop down to the lower half of the 60s later tonight and then recover to low 80s tomorrow. So hot and humid, mostly sunny today, but late in the afternoon we'll start seeing some strong thunderstorms after about 5. Tonight, thunderstorms, likely severe storms during the evening. That's still a big concern tonight. We're talking about large hail and damaging winds and perhaps a few downpours of really heavy rainfall. Tomorrow, not as humid, but still seasonally warm, mostly sunny, 83. Northwest winds 5 to 15 miles per hour. 7-day outlook, some thunderstorms late Thursday. Friday, slight chance of a shower or two, especially early in the day, and then a better chance of scattered storms Sunday. But around that, about every other day, we have a sizable break from rain chances. So a decent outlook. A lot of warmth there. Keep in mind, mid-70s would be typical for this time of the year. We're at least 2 or 3 weeks ahead of schedule with these types of temperatures. But the bottom line here is stay cool today and stay weather aware, as they say, because we're looking at some severe weather chances coming up later tonight. So stay tuned for that and be careful. And in the meantime, have a great Tuesday. We'll see you back here tomorrow.